this is loud. I'm gonna have to turn all this shit down once I get into game. Alright, let's do Crusader. Tactical. Story mode. Name. Exit. Except, would I like to skip the tutorial missions? No, because they're part of the story. Oh, yeah. I already have my test characters. Let's, hell yeah.
Inquisitor's log. Classified report. Scheduled for later transmission. I am closing on the source of the inquisitorial distress signal I was assigned to investigate. The coordinates I received from the Caligari Conclave led me to a desolate system. There were many delays during the journey. The intensity of the Caligari warp surges is beyond anything I've experienced. These anomalies are spreading through the subsector like a tidal wave. The distress signal has an ancient encryption used by the Holy Orders. It is authentic, but extremely old. The signal is coming from a battered fortress monastery that was likely spat from the warp when the tide of the surges swept through the sector. There is no response to our hailing signals.
Inquisitor, this is your captain speaking. I'm still trying to hail the monastery, but I get no response.
The hull looks intact, though. I think it was simply abandoned a very long time ago.
Then what do you expect to find over there?
Something that once belonged to the Inquisition, and lots of empty holes.
Sounds exciting. I've instructed your pilot to land on the hangar deck.
Stand by and wait for my signal.
Inquisitor, the automatic defense system has been activated. The turrets are attacking you. Do you...
Captain, do you copy? Captain Van Winter, can you hear me? Strange. Vox communication is jammed and I can't use my teleporter device. Something must be disturbing my signal. I will record everything in my audio log, in case I don't return. Inquisitorial log, new entry. While attempting to dock in the hangar of an unknown fortress monastery, my transport took heavy fire. I suspect that the automatic weapon systems were activated, but I don't yet know why. The transport has been destroyed, along with my equipment. My pilot is dead. I will pray for him later.
My pilot. So you have two pilots. They're dead. Cool. Okay.
Interesting. Mindless servitors were created for menial tasks, but having a flesh drone just for operating the door seems excessive. Open the door!
I know how to do those. I'm just working.
An ancient cogitator. Let's see if the tech prayers still hold. It might have information about this place. Just as I suspected. It's a pile of rust. At least I found some interesting diagnostics. I should check all the cogitators on the ship for other details. New log entry. I have found some human remains. The time of death seems recent. I don't like the look of the marks on the bodies.
No one likes
Something
looks
killed
on
them
the
with
bodies.
mindless brutality. Oh, yes. The perfect weapon to deliver the Emperor's justice.
Mutants.
Creature of chaos. Can you withstand my faith? An ancient Imperial ship infested by chaos. So be it. Let's cleanse the taint then. New log entry. I have found a room tainted by the filth of chaos. There is also a tech priest maintenance shrine with a functioning cogitator. It could contain information on how I could turn off the Vox jammer. I found new information. There is an emergency cogitator nearby where I could turn off the jamming signals. Open the door!
It is in the walls now. Everywhere. Taint. In the machines.
By the Emperor! What foul abomination is this? A talking servitor. It might be mind-locked, but this is still unusual.
Hell yeah.
Well met, heretics. It is time for you to die.
Oh, there's my difficulty at. Well, this is just a tutorial. I don't think it's actually... Yeah, it doesn't have a difficulty system. Alright, whatever. Move on.
Finally. That's the cogitator that will disable the jammer. I couldn't turn off the teleportation jammer, but the Vox should be fine now. Captain Van Winter, can you hear me?
Inquisitor, finally! I thought we'd lost you.
It would have been quite convenient for you, I suppose.
Trust me, I'm on your side. I'm not saying I don't want my ship back, but who would clear my name if you died in battle?
Your loyalty is quite admirable, Captain.
Hell yeah. The pictures of this game are just fucking fantastic. Always has been. This whole ship is tutorial missions. What did I miss? Okay. And this is one of my favorite games.
Our augurs have picked up a Vox signal not far from your location. It is transmitting on an Imperial channel. It could be important.
I'm on my way there.
Let's go inventory real quick. I know there's a way to switch in-game, I just forgot how to do it. Good thing I can do it in the tutorial, I guess. Tutorial mission.
By the Emperor.
What have you found down there, Inquisitor?
Some unlucky members of an Imperial retinue. This is a shrine, dedicated to the ruinous powers. Somebody really wants his dark wishes to be fulfilled.
In other words, there's something on that ship that requires human sacrifice. Wonderful.
If you want to consider that wonderful, sure. Take cover. I actually thought it was important. Thank you, give me that. No chest.
Yes, a grenade. Enemies of the Emperor, I'll blast you to smithereens.
I'm not going to read all that out loud, but, you know, at least it gives some lore.
A proper welcome committee at last. That grenade could be useful now.
Yeah, that's very true. It's not at all what they promised it would be, but it's still fun as hell. It is definitely one of the more fun games I've played. Not what they promised. It is disappointing, though.
I have found a corpse of an Imperial soldier. I'll take his data slate. It could contain a recording that could shed some light on what happened here.
No, they definitely nailed it. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, it's repeating. I was like, oh, there's more. No, it's just repeating.
I found the body of a fallen Adeptus Astartes.
What? Did you just say that there was a dead space marine down there?
He must have been a member of that unlucky Imperial reconnaissance team I found.
Oh yeah, I have
Clarify
Deathwing.
that.
It's one of my
You only
favorites.
found
I do
pieces
plan on
of
playing
them.
that eventually.
So it'll be just you
Don't have that
against
many people to
something
play
that tore
with, though.
apart one of the mightiest champions of the Imperium.
Don't jump to conclusions just yet, Captain. It could easily be more than one creature.
And they did absolutely promise a lot with Deathwing. Oop, oop, oop. Exactly. It was way too easy to die, or your armor got ripped to shreds way too quickly. Now, granted, you could argue that you're fighting Tyranids, and that's what, you know, reason why you're dying so quickly. But the thing is, you're also fighting other creatures as well, and you're dying just as quickly.
Come at me.
I wasted a healing item. I pushed the wrong button. I don't want to throw that. Thank you. Okay. Go everywhere but the objective to clear it out and look for things. I mean, just look at this atmosphere. Like, there's just fucking chaos and nasty shit everywhere. Yeah, the Space Marine games? Oh, I love that one. I have it for PS3 and I still go back to it and play it every day. Well, almost every day. Every other day, I guess. Not even that. I think I play it maybe once a week. Okay.
Team Sigma, this is Chaos Thorn speaking. Team Sigma, come in.
I'm afraid Team Sigma won't be responding anytime soon.
What? Who are you, and what are you doing there? Taking a stroll on the decks? By the Emperor!
Mind your manners. I am an Inquisitor, and I don't tolerate...
An Inquisitor? About bloody time. I thought your lot had followed Lord Klosterheim into the Dark Zone. Listen, we're under heavy attack in the control room, so I'd appreciate it if you could join us while we deliver the Emperor's will until our most triumphant death. Thorn out.
New log entry. I
Yeah,
established
pretty
connection
much.
with someone from an Imperial expedition on the ship, but he is clearly confusing me with someone else.
Like, you honestly feel like you and your teammates are just, like, really weak. Especially your teammates. Especially the teammates, like the AI companions. They feel so weak. Hello, Jammer! Alright, Sarah, I'll let you know. 38 max XP, 34 max XP. That one. What's this? $31, $42. Might want to do sword and shield, 48, 36, or sword and pistol, I mean. Ooh, it's a two-handed pistol instead, hell yeah. Oh no, Nightbot, seriously? I do have to change that. I'm just gonna start. Every single time I stream, Nightbot decides to be a bitch. Okay. Well, I also have Nightbot set to a weird schedule. He's supposed to start talking about 15 minutes into someone commenting, but he also interacts with himself. So it's really odd. I'm gonna have to really change the settings. And that's something I don't want to mess around with right now, take too long from the game standpoint. I don't want to leave people waiting while I, fiddle-diddle with something. Maybe.
It's Thorn again. Another wave of filth is on its way to face me in a glorious carnage. I want your help as soon as possible.
Careful, Thorn. That was dangerously close to insolence. And you are definitely confusing me with someone else.
You are an Inquisitor, which is enough for me right now. The whole deck is swarming with the local mongrel tribes, and they've sent their champions to rally the troops. I need you to eliminate these creatures. It will slow down the tribes.
I don't want to do that.
So you're heading to the control room to disable the jammer?
That's the plan, yes.
And who is this Caius Thorn exactly?
Quite a character. Otherwise, I have no idea. He seems to think that I am a member of his mysterious expedition.
If there is an expedition, they might be trapped in that monastery just like you.
Why do you think so?
I made a scan. That giant wreckage looks completely dead from here. No sign of any other boardcraft in the vicinity.
For a second there, I thought this was going to blow me up. I have no idea. I'm just looking at the moves the sword has, which Abbott ain't that much. Let's check something. Oh, turn the vibration strength up, please. Let me check something real quick. Tutorials. It's a lot. I look at them later. Life's been fine. How's life been for you? I want the Mechanist class, I just don't have 20 bucks to get it, and I never got the season pass. Actually, I did get the season pass, it just doesn't cover it for some reason. Whoop. Yeah. Don't need medical right now. Actually, I do want to refill supplies. There we go.
Inquisitor.
Considering that I'm alone, I'd say that I'm making adequate progress.
Alone? Where's the rest of your detachment?
Under some smoldering wreckage.
Well, that's unlucky. But that's all the more demons for us to kill. Let us rejoice in the furious challenge. Thorn out.
Yeah, I do wish there was a gender option. I understand why in some cases there isn't a gender option. And I also... Oh, those are mines. And yeah, Jammer, I don't get enough vitamin D either. It's just kind of sad. Like there were female Space Marines, just not many of them. And then you got the Sisters of Battle, which are all female, and so on and so forth. So I understand why there isn't actual, you know, somewhat understand why there isn't any gender options, but I do wish there was. Makes everyone feel included. Okay, alright. Okay.
The filth of chaos has retreated from my door. Regrouping, I'd say. I take it you killed the tribal champions.
Yes, I purged the place.
How ambitious. I like that. But believe me, there is still much work to be done. You'll find a desecrated shrine next door that leads to the control room.
That's
Go
true,
there.
that's true, that's true. You are very correct, Cyrus. Very correct. Whatever, don't need that. The one thing about this game that just kind of annoys me a little bit is the cover system. The cover system's cool and all, but there's really no reason for it. Saris does stream pretty often, way more often than me. Highly recommend the content. Saris is good people. I probably will. I streamed for like 5 hours yesterday. We're fine.
Good. There is the exit. Some of my men will meet you on the other side.
Definitely, Jammer. Check them out. Check them out.
I'll need your help to
You'll enjoy the content. You know, I haven't gotten to play the Assassin Sniper class yet. I'll make one eventually. Hey, I just woke up. Leave me alone. I'm sorry. Yeah. Well, I get it. I understand. I'm just, I just woke up. So it's one of those situations where I just don't remember much about anything.
This is just the calm before the storm. Take advantage of the respite before the wretches return. At least I can send you some reinforcements. The hostiles are keeping some of my scouts caged up in the desecrated sanctum. Free the guardsmen and bring them to the control room.
You know, that front guardsman right there just walked into the end of my sword. He'd be dead.
At your command.
Are we coming? Okay, cool.
New log entry. I'm entering the sanctum of the deck. It clearly used to be an imperial chapel, but the statues there are not familiar. When did this sacred fortress drift away from the light of the God Emperor?
Whoops. That wasn't a charge. Okay, well, let's go this way. Excuse me, pardon me. Why am I going this way again? Wasn't there something in here? My last playthrough that I didn't stream, I thought there was something in there, but I completely forgot if there was or not. Okay, let's do. Okay, alright, okay. You guys really, really suck at shooting, guardsmen. Like, I'm sorry, but you shot everything but the thing that was in front of me. Okay.
At your command.
I've noticed.
We don't have much time, Inquisitor. Hurry up and take as many guardsmen with you as you can.
Plenty. We are going to kill a bunch of people. That's just the plan. Oh, the atmosphere of this game, the blood everywhere, it's fantastic.
Ready to fight.
Shut up. I mean, you might be ready to fight, but you guys just kind of suck. It's kind of why you're cannon fodder. Are you guys shooting at something? You guys need help?
The Abhumans are banging their war drums, calling up the filth of chaos from the caverns of the ship. If you want to know what a real battle looks like, I suggest you join me as soon as you can.
Ready to fight.
I just don't like how insulting he is to me. But to be fair, a lot of people are insulting. Don't know what that says. If it even says anything, to be fair. Seriously, Nightbot? You talk to yourself. You just spoke to yourself, Nightbot.
Inquisitor, our Argos are starting to pick up huge waves of hostiles approaching your position. Can you hold them off on your own?
Captain, a long time ago I made an oath to protect the Imperium, with no regard for my own life. Do you want to question my dedication?
So what is your plan?
My faith in the Emperor will protect me from the faithless. I was also planning to blast through the unclean with the devastating force of my weaponry.
I'll have the transport ship ready, just in case.
Oh, yes, I plan to shoot everyone on my sight. Ooh, look at that tongue. Enjoy that. Excuse me. Comparative, compare, 34. We'll do that. That's a good sword, so I don't really need to worry about that. Don't know, do I want to switch to... Oh, here, hold on. You know what? I need to switch my set 2 to a sword. Switch back to that. Click that. Do this. Click that. There we go. I want to kind of... Anyway. Do I want a force field or do I want the grenades? Let's go with that. That's much better. And that's even better. Okay. Alright, let's go with all that. Let's go to passives. Let's do... Let's do more range damage just to be safe. And let's do a little bit more damage. Actually, let's do cooldown reduction on skills so I can use them more often, even though I keep forgetting they exist. Okay. Last mission, I believe, for the tutorials, so let's get this party started. It's either 5 or 6 for the tutorial, but I don't remember. But this is going to help.
Ready to fight.
Yes, you're ready to fight.
Welcome to the Martyr, Inquisitor. Not exactly the army I imagined, but reinforcements at last.
So, you do realize now that I don't belong to your expedition.
I do, and I regret the confusion. We were not expecting any guests on this Emperor-forsaken wreck. And first I thought that you must belong to Klosterheim's retinue. That fool brought a whole army of busybodies and interrogators with him.
You must tell me everything about this man, his expedition, and the Martyr. But first, I'll disable the teleport jammer.
The cogitator that overrides the jammer is 2 hallways away, and the whole control deck is swarming with feral tribes. Why do you think I'm stuck in this hole? They're keeping us pinned down in here.
Time to turn the tide together, Sergeant.
Inquisitor, we have a problem.
Now is not a good time.
At your command.
Whoops, I didn't mean to do that.
Overheat!
Well, you know what I can do when it's overheated?
Guardsmen.
Punch him in the face.
Well then, that was a pleasant warm-up, wasn't it? But Inquisitor, I'm sure they will drag their filthy god here to help them out.
Their what?
We interrogated some of these tribesmen. They are all descendants of the original crew. Anyway, during centuries of drifting through the void, one of their generations forgot about our holy emperor and found new things to worship.
And what would this god be?
Madness
I love the
incarnated,
armor
they call it.
is wearing.
It could be anything, if you ask me, but nothing good.
Ready to fight.
Inquisitor, listen to me. The monastery is...
I'm in the middle of something. Later!
Sing it like a band, guardsmen.
Let's just put this here. These, thank you. While you guys shoot, so I'm gonna walk over here and grab whatever this is.
Let's take a look at this cogitator. These records are disturbing. This martyr has a mind of its own.
Yes, very disturbing. Excuse me, pardon me. Walk over here. I don't know which side to shoot from. Everything must die.
Take it like
Oops.
a man, guardsman.
Oh, the thundering blast of weapons. I wish my brothers were here to hear this canticle of death.
Talking about brothers, which chapter do you belong to? I'm not familiar with this iconography.
I am Sergeant Caius Thorm of the Stormwatcher Space Marines.
Explain. I don't know that chapter.
I would be truly disappointed if you did. Our existence is secret, our numbers are few, and our burden is terrible. We are the Watchers in the shadows, but rest assured, we are the sanctioned blades of the Calgary Conclave.
Doing what, exactly?
Dying gloriously during classified Inquisitorial missions. Could we talk about this later?
Inquisitor, the monastery shows signs of...
Not now!
You know, I don't know why he would be yelling at him. Not now, because for her. For the Empire! Are we done? But, I just want to kill everything. We're done?
You are truly doing the Emperor's work, Inquisitor. Keep it up. We've crushed their main forces. Let's move out and disable that jammer.
Before their god arrives?
Trust me, it is already close. I wonder what it looks like.
After we have disabled the jammer, we must find Lord Klosterheim.
Oh, yes, that two-faced hypocrite. I have already lost a battle brother because of him, and then he left me down here to die. But now, move!
At your command.
Hell yeah, let's do this. Ugh.
Oh, traitorous scum! Mockery to your honor! Perish, you filth! Ah!
Onwards! Don't blink,
Inquisitor, what's happening down there? Are you all right?
I'm Great. I've just killed a hell brute, a twisted mockery of a space marine. Praise the Emperor. I also have an Imperial space marine with grievous wounds, and I want to bring him aboard our ship.
Inquisitor, listen to me. The monastery has turned on the warp drives and is ready to leave the star system. Disable the jammer now.
Okay. I will disable it then. Just the funny thing is, during the cutscene, we just leave these fuckers here. It's kind of sad.
I've disabled the teleport jammer. At least I hope so.
Inquisitor, you must teleport back before the ship leaves. We don't know where it's headed, and worse, the Jella shields are probably compromised. Warp travel would kill you. Hurry up, you don't want to get stranded over there.
See, we just leave them behind. Granted, I have to assume since we teleported the other Space Marine out, we teleported them out. But, you know, still.
Inquisitor, are you alright?
I'm fine, Captain. I'm back on your ship, leaving the teleportarium as we speak. I need medical assistance down here for the Space Marine. What is happening to the Martyr?
It's preparing to enter the warp. I thought it was a derelict.
It is a derelict, Captain, which seems to attract the attention of both our allies and enemies. The Martyr is a mystery, but it is very much alive.
And your mystery ship is gone. What happens now?
I will notify the Caligari Conclave. Then we will wait and see.
This scene has always been somewhat lacking. I never understood it, but it's always been somewhat laggy. Thank you, Saris, for the host. I didn't notice that at first.
Inquisitor, my astropath has sent your audio log to the Caligari Conclave, as you requested.
Let me guess. Another local warp surge manifestation swallowed the message whole.
No, actually. We have received an official follow-up on your report.
That must be a mistake. It's the Imperial bureaucracy. I wasn't expecting to hear from them for a few standard years.
I have no idea what we found out there, but it must be really important. See for yourself.
Inquisitor, we are raising your clearance level. You are henceforth authorized to listen to confidential information without facing immediate excommunication. Your discovery has greatly intrigued the Conclave. You have found a ghost of the past, Inquisitor. The Martyr had strong ties to the Inquisition, and as such, it is very important to us. We all thought that the Fortress Monastery had been destroyed, with the exception of Lord Inquisitor Klosterheim. He dedicated his life to finding the Martyr, only to disappear without a trace. And now, we have proof of both the existence of the Martyr and the whereabouts of Lord Klosterheim. We want answers. Continue this investigation. Evaluate the data. Gather new clues and find the Martyr. Hopefully with Lord Klosterheim on board so he can explain his disappearance. We must remind you that this investigation requires absolute secrecy, and it will be your task, and your task alone.
Our task is to find a ghost ship in the vast expanses of the Imperium. How hard could it be?
The Space Marine I rescued was part of the expedition that found the Martyr somehow. If I can interrogate him, I'm sure he can help us.
That man is in stasis at the moment. He was torn into pieces. Correct me if I'm wrong, but a warrior of the Adeptus Astartes is not a simple mortal we can treat.
Indeed. We need a tech priest with unique skills and knowledge of the genetic material of the Adeptus Astartes. We need a Magos Biologos specialist, which could be difficult.
I come from a long line of rogue traders, Inquisitor. I know the secrets of this sector, and I can tell you where to find the tech priest you need. The Merciful Agony is a hospital fortress in the Chernobog system. It's also a secret research station of the Adeptus Mechanicus. You'll find a Magos Biologos there.
Yeah. Claim rewards. Ooh, a heavy flamer.
Who are you, Thorn? You and your mysterious storm watchers. We will make you whole again.
Alright. Well, I will be back here in about maybe half an hour to an hour or more. Something important has just shown up. And it's kind of worrisome. So I'm going to have to go solve this and fix this problem, and I'll be back as soon as it's done, as soon as everything gets fixed up and everything's done. So thank you guys ever so much for watching. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for the follows and the hosts and stuff if you're on Twitch. I shall see you guys in maybe half an hour to an hour, maybe more, depending on how bad this problem is. But we will start off from right here, or I might even switch over to Deathwing and play some more variety of Warhammer games. Thank you guys ever so much for watching. This has been Broken Exodus. I will be back, but something bad has been happening, so I've got to go fix this problem. Broken Exodus, checking out.